Yes, sir.
What is up, Korey? What is up?
You remember what is this, Arsenio Hall show? People don't remember Arsenio Hall show. Yeah, when he start out that bar.
They made everyone do their yeah. Just all the kids right now at home, look at your parents and ask them about the Arsenio Hall fist pump, and they'll know exactly what the fuck you're talking about.
In fact, just go up to your parents and go like,
yeah,
and then your parents will look at you like, boy, what drug are you on right now?
I
Get the fuck out of my face with that.
God damn, you excited about that Planet of the Apes movie too?
Yeah, boy, your parents will know.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. That is some old shit by now.
That is some old shit, man.
I think I saw like one of the it was on the internet. I saw a clip from the Arsenio Hall show, and just looking at the clothes and everything, I'm like, wow, okay, clothes back in I think it was like the late 80s, like the beginning of the 90s.
It was,
or maybe it's more like late 80s.
It was like late 80s. It was like 88.
Yeah.
On to early 90s.
Yeah, it looked like everyone dressed up like a goddamn cartoon character because they had like jackets, like weird like MC. It was like everyone was trying to do MC Hammer at the time, so everyone had these jackets to where their shoulder pads. Fucking, they look like they're gonna go perform with Kiss or something.
Yeah, oh man, like they're about to play football or something.
Yeah,
everybody had these crazy shoulder pads. Now, here's the deal, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody remembers gangster rap. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows gangster rap. Everybody knows NWA. Brothers came out hard wearing all that black.
Yeah, all that. All those they were wearing like
Raiders
outfits.
Yeah, Raiders caps and Raiders outfits. Mm-hmm. All that black. Shoulders were shiny from Jerry curl juice dripping on it and shit. Yeah. Wearing those lokes. Those shades.
the headbands, the fucking blue headbands. I think. I know at least Ice Cube was wearing that shit.
Oh yeah. Everybody was all about West Side and all that kind of shit. But man, early 90s and even in the 80s, you had another group of brothers who looked like Jolly Ranchers, man.
They fucking did.
You know what I'm talking about? Those brothers. It was like brothers went through, or black people in general went through a phase of wearing some of the loudest, brightest clown Garanimals colors they could find.
I know, and I was like, is this all PM Dawn's fault or something? I was like, everyone, like those guys are wearing like brightly colored muumuus or something. I couldn't tell.
Oh man, yeah. Go back and look at the Will Smith. Back in his fresh days, his Fresh Prince days.
Yeah, where it looks like a fucking cereal box of Fruit Loops threw up on him, and like that was his outfit. I mean, wow, you thought the Riddler dressed bad.
Yeah. Brothers used to dress up like they were Batman villains back in the day.
They did.
I'm talking about that old 60s Batman.
They completely did. And the thing is, like, you think about it. I mean, if you take a Jolly Rancher and you cut it like a triangle and you make you blow it up to where it looks like a suit. And the pointy end is where the torso is. That's what they look like.
They look like somebody Dick Tracy.
Yeah, Triangle Man.
Because brothers used to wear. Well, a lot of everybody back then. Because you had people used to think black people were scary back then because of rap. But no, man, you had some of the most candy colored, Fruity Pebbles looking rappers back in the day. Look at Kid and Play.
Oh yeah, Kid and Play.
Look at who else is back then doing that?
All I remember is Kid and Play, Will Smith,
Tribe Called Quest.
Used to do that shit. Who else? I know there's a few other. Around the Way Girl.
Oh no,
Who's that?
I guess he did do a little bit of that.
Belle Biv DeVoe.
No, well, Around the Way Girl was LL Cool J.
Oh, really?
I want around the way girl. Around the way girl.
That's LL Cool J.
That was LL Cool J.
What?
I want to sing out.
Wow. I guess I got out of him as soon as as soon as he made that transition to R&B.
He went through his funny hat phase. He was always kind of hard, because everybody called LL Cool J back in the day Uncle L.
Uncle L?
Yeah, Uncle L.
True.
Yeah, because he used to like, because he was seen as one of the like, I don't know, I guess a forerunners of sexy rap or something.
No, he was, which sucked because I still have the LL Cool J cassette tape, the very first cassette tape he did. What
was it? Radio?
No, it was.
I don't go well without my radio.
There you go. I want to say that's it.
And
but
Rock the Bells was on there, and
Go Cut Creator. That's like actually my favorite song off there. Go go, creator, go, cut it, cut it. And then they put that little rocker. Go, creator. That still is a badass song. That song is timeless. And I knew at the time, they had "I'm Bad." All the rappers know when they get to the center, they say, "Yo, LL, he goes."
Because that's one of my favorite lines in there. Forget Oreo, eat Cool J cookies. I'm bad.
Yeah,
I remember the end of that video.
Yeah,
when they did like he's so bad that the police are coming after him. They're like, like we got a one in front of that, and then he's like, it's a guy on the radio.
Yeah,
we got a suspect right in front of him.
I love that
he comes up, he's like, "Give me that walkie-talkie,
boy." Man, I love that shit.
The album was Radio, man.
Radio, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I used to love that shit, man. But he went through his he wore some loud outfits, man. And it was a bunch of people you don't even hear from today. Just went through.
I had I had somebody else fucking just pop in my head. Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice.
Go Turtles, go Turtles,
go Turtles.
Yeah, remember
he's the guy that dressed up in a fucking triangle.
Vanilla Ice, boy. I remember everybody when he first came out, everybody was like, "Damn, that's a badass white boy, man." And then
he was the Eminem of the time. Everyone was like,
Eminem
wow.
of the time. Yeah, everybody thought he was hard. He was talking about because everybody bought that shit. I mean, we laugh now, but kids don't remember when he came out with Ice Ice Baby. He had, I don't know if it was that song, was some song he talking about. Yeah, because I'm from the streets. And then all of a sudden, it leaked out.
Somebody investigated
that
his
name was Robbie Van Periwinkle or something like that.
Like Rip Van Winkle.
Rip Van Winkle, Rip Bullwinkle. Somebody found out his name was Robbie Van Winkle.
And boy, was there a complete fucking backlash on that guy.
And, all of a sudden.
Everyone was, and it sucked because around that time when that was happening, that's all. I want to say that's the exact same time that he was coming out with that rap video for the Ninja Turtles movie. Where you thought, wow, that sucks for that guy. He's losing all his credibility. So when that came out, he lost it even more.
Man,
he went to the deep end.
Oh well,
talk about a crash and burn.
No, everybody said no, man. That's the kind of name where there's no connection to the street whatsoever. It's like maybe Sesame Street or some shit, but not you were not from the street. Like
no,
like you got some brothers who are from the streets and have to hide their name. They got a name that sounds corny, but if your name is Van Winkle, you might as well have been like. You might as well have been hanging out with Thurston Howell and shit.
No, I mean, shit, your ass found a fairy tale book. I mean,
you ain't no way you were born poor with that name at all.
You are not from Compton.
You were at least upper class.
And that's what I don't get. It's like, he was doing the same thing MC Hammer was doing. I'm like, why did you need to take it to that extreme where it's like you're from the streets? It's like MC Hammer I don't even think he mentions that. He just shoots himself on the streets, and that's all you need in a music video. So you don't even have to think about it. Yeah, he's on the street. I just saw that video. He was
that's some graffiti on this wall right here. I'm gonna get in front of this and dance.
He was walking down the street with his fat friend, like making circles around him, going, yo, don't hurt him. MC Hammer, don't hurt him. Yeah.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
Please, Hammer.
Yeah,
But,
man.
I mean, that's all you needed. But no, what do you do? You go make a fucking video with the Ninja Turtles.
You go, and ain't nobody gonna fault you. Just say where you from, because
exactly.
Every rapper go off. I mean, just if you had come out and said, "Hey, man, my name is Bullwinkle." Okay, I ain't gonna hide it, but I'm still hard. Because that's the kind of name where his father, with a name like Van Winkle, his father was born with his chin out like this. Son, what are you doing listening to all this crap music?
Call me sir, goddammit.
I thought I raised you better than this. I gave you everything you wanted. Is it because of the black maid?
Van Winkle, what is this horrendous music you're making on this MTV?
What is this noise that you're listening to?
You're bringing shame and embarrassment to this family.
That's it. We're getting a nice Mexican maid like everybody else on this
Next time you do something, I want it to be for the kids, and I want it to be something they're into, like them ninja rabbits. There you go. Do something creative like that for the children. Give back to the community.
I like the way you turned Jewish all of a sudden.
Jewish, yeah.
You turned into
I think he is Jewish.
You turned into Jackie Mason all of a sudden.
Look at here.
What is this?
What is this?
What is this noise here that you play?
What is this noise on the MTV?
We have your bar mitzvah coming coming up.
You better mind your P's and Q's, mister.
Man, rappers don't give a fuck though. They gotta make money.
No, they don't.
Shit, Ice Cube gave up the streets to make some old.
Hell yeah.
Well, are we there yet? Type shit. You know?
And what was it? It was Dr. Dre who, I mean, he was called out by Eazy-E, or Eazy-E, and in one of his videos, I think, was showing his album cover where he was with that. I don't know if it was like some band where he was wearing makeup. And he was all
even the hardest brothers went. Man, even the hardest brothers went through. Black people are just attracted to bright colors. Okay, that's why we love. You think we love sports because of the sports? No, we love the jerseys.
Yeah,
we love the colors of the outfits, the cheerleaders.
Hey man, that's all part of nature. Yeah, I'm attracted to shiny things. So exactly. Yeah, it happens. You know, shit, like the fish. You know,
shit, that's how they kept it. You know, you want to know how slaves were captured? It wasn't with chains and whips and all that kind of shit. No, it was somebody put like a brightly colored shirt on the beach.
Yeah. Somebody put somebody put like some fucking like who is it? Who's making clothes back then in those days? Fucking I guess it was the guys who did In Living Color. I guess they were making clothes because In Living Color, I always think maybe that had to do something with it too, because I never noticed like a full barrage of colors until, at least for clothing, until I saw In Living Color, where in all those guys skits, especially when who is it, the main older brother came out, Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Oh yeah,
when he came out, and the shit that dude was wearing, where it looked like it looked like somebody just threw confetti on him.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
No, if it was up to us, I mean, we try to play like. Black people try to play hard, you know, except, I mean, because every black family got a gay family member in there somewhere, whether it be a cousin, brother, sister, uncle, somewhere. Everybody got like a little sugar in their family, you know what I mean? Somebody got a guy in their family with a little sugar in his ass, all right, you know. But
some brown sugar.
Yeah, some brown sugar up in that ass, yeah. But you know, I don't care how hard you are, all black people, especially black men.
Yeah.
If we could get away with it, and most of us do, most black people are just like a makeup kit away from being a clown. You know, because we love. Go out and look at some of the shit black people wear.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude,
look at some of the shoes.
Yeah.
Black people wear like some of the craziest fucking colored shoes ever.
The guys who did House Party, Kid and Play. They had a cartoon that came out, and their outfits fucking were made for the cartoons. I mean, that's how they became cartoon characters, because they were already dressing the part. It's like somebody looked at them like, those guys look like fucking cartoon characters.
Yeah,
let's do that. Why aren't we doing that right now? And they did it.
Yeah, if Ronald McDonald just simply took his makeup off, I swear he could go join the Bloods in Compton. He could be part of that game. He's already got most of the red.
I think he's been doing that though for quite a while. I think him and the Burger King. I think Burger King's in the Crips, and Ronald McDonald's in the Bloods,
Burger King
shooting each other out. Yeah, I even think there's video of Ronald McDonald or I think Burger King blowing away.
Look at the Burger King. The Burger King got all those fucking gold chains on.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Brothers are just attracted to brightly colored shit, man. That's all there is to it. I mean, going back to what you were saying. Yeah, I mean, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is known as being one of the hardest people out there. You know, part of a rebel back in the day. Came out with a rap group to just up in people's faces called Niggas with Attitude.
Hell yeah! I mean, that guy started a legacy.
Yeah,
he introduced the world to Snoop Dogg.
Exactly. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
but. Look up the album cover for I think it was World Class Wrecking Crew.
There you go, World Class Wrecking
Crew. Look it up. He's on that cover. That brother is glammed up.
Yeah,
he looks like a black David Bowie up on that bitch.
Man.
He's got on a tight red leather outfit. He got makeup on and lip gloss.
Oh yeah.
And is standing proudly like this is the shit right here.
I'm rich, bitch. Yeah, I know. Smiling, like taking a family photo. Yeah, that's right. This is called success.
Yeah. Just thinking like that's what we do.
And that's why you always, if you're ever getting any kind of business, you better make sure like really look at this and go, okay, I'm gonna pretend I'm in the future right now. Will this shit embarrass me like 20, 30 years from now? Will this come to bite me on my ass? Really think hard about that. Because, I mean, I always think about like Dr. Dre, but then again, Pantera. Pantera, they had this reputation when they came out. They were like fucking the hardest of metal. Those guys you don't fuck with. You go, fucking Pantera, they'll headbutt you. And the thing is that those guys they're pretty much when they first started, they had fucking glammed out outfits on and shit.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, that's Pantera. You're like, nope. They were wearing makeup too at one point. They were wearing mascara and lipstick and all that shit.
Everybody in the '80s got caught up in that makeup shit. All right. Everybody looks at the Poison and Cinderella and all those fucking hairbands back in the day.
Even Kiss was doing makeup before anybody was really doing makeup. But then as soon as fucking all this glam rock came out, they were like, well, we need to stop putting makeup on like we're fucking going out Halloween trick or treating.
Oh yeah.
And put on some fucking red lipstick, because that's what all the boys are doing today. Putting on lipstick, teasing their hair. You're like,
all that
why?
fucking hair? No, yeah. Everybody looks at like Poison and what's the band that fucking Nikki Sixx was in?
Nikki Sixx, what? Shit, I know. Oh, Motley Crue.
Oh yeah. Who could forget the Crew, man?
Yeah.
The Motley Crue. All those motherfuckers, man, were. Everybody thinks it was those like those hairband glam rock bands. Was like, no, everybody got caught up in that shit.
Everybody did, yeah.
At some point,
with the exception of Metallica, who decided to do that in the future.
And they did that in the 90s.
Yeah,
they got this shit backwards.
Yeah, I know, they went backwards. Where I'm like, man, Metallica, you would kill yourself right now if you were to know what you're gonna do like fucking 10 years from now.
Those motherfuckers. When I saw them doing that shit, like wearing fucking eyeliner, I was like, did y'all miss that whole fucking thing back in the 80s, man?
No shit. I was like, do I have to get the Cliff 'em all videotape where you guys are on there drunk as shit saying, we don't fucking do any of that makeup bullshit, mascara, all that fag shit, and we don't sing about girls and crap like that. And I'm like, dude, what? You're wearing the fucking makeup. You're wearing mascara and your fucking photo ops now for that Fuel fucking album. Stop. Yeah.
Nobody escaped. Look,
nobody
escaped that shit. Even Metallica thought they got away.
Yeah.
That shit caught up with them.
Yeah.
Back then, wearing makeup in the 80s was like Final Destination. The Final Destination movies?
Oh, yeah.
Where you see shit going on, like, hey, man, we got to get out of here. Everybody's about to die. Metallica was in a room. They're like, hey, man, we got to get out of here. Everybody's putting on makeup. We got to get out of here. Yeah. And then Tony Todd showed up, that black dude in the movie, was like, makeup does not like to be cheated.
Makeup will find you wherever you are. You cannot escape it.
That shit caught Metallica in the 90s.
I know. And I'm just like, oh God.
Those
really?
motherfuckers could not get away, man.
I was like, you guys are older now. You didn't do that because you thought that was bullshit. Money will make you do dumb things, Corey. That's all I will say.
You know what happened to Metallica, man? It happens to everyone when you become too mainstream. You get a consultant who comes in, image consultant.
Yeah.
They say, hey, look, this is what's happening today. And you get some guys that are like, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. We do what we do. But
it's our music. Our music's been speaking for us for all these years. Why do I give a shit about taking photos now?
Now, I'm not going to be the kind of guy to come in and criticize Metallica for making money.
No.
People criticize them for going in and like doing the rock band shit, or Guitar Hero, whatever the fuck it was, and they can, they like all those guys, they just don't play small arenas anymore like they used. It's like they
never played small arenas, even like after Ride the Lightning. Ride the Lightning, they were playing larger places.
Yeah,
they blew up.
I was like, they did this for a reason, man.
Exactly.
They made it, and you're right. They never really played that. No, they played smaller.
Yeah, they played venues.
But when they didn't have no money.
No, exactly. And the thing is, like, they made their money from touring. It's like it wasn't because the record sales are going through the roof. No, I mean the only real successful albums they had were Black and everything after.
Which is why I look at them and say, everything else, I don't care about you making money. You tour, you do what you have to do. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck did you listen to? How you got way caught up in the record industry enough to where you had some agent come in and say, "Hey boys,
yeah,
and I was hip today, eyeliner."
Yeah, they had fucking Bob Rock, who he was the guy who produced the Black Album, everything after. He used to be into that whole fucking that glam scene. So I'm sure something happened where he infected those guys. I
think he even saw one of those dudes somewhere playing live where one of them was even wearing like a feather boa or some shit.
Oh God, please don't tell me it was Kirk Hammett, because I for some reason I think it was the guitarist, where I'm like, dude, what is going on?
Yeah.
I mean,
he was the main
I know it's great to have money, but
we're talking about the guy with the black hair and
the guitarist, the lead guitarist. Oh yeah, because I think I've seen the same picture, because I looked at that and I was like, these guys, I don't know these guys anymore. I really don't know them anymore. I'm like, look, I know Dennis Rodman is cool and all, and he looks good on it. He looks good with a boa these days, but there's no reason that you need to fucking do it. You are Kirk Hammett. You are not fucking Dennis Rodman.
Even makeup called basketball players.
I know.
Called fucking Dennis Rodman.
Exactly.
You couldn't escape.
Oh, boy, we can write a book about this shit.
Nobody got out alive.
No.
MC Hammer somewhere got makeup on.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at, really, there was, I can name like about 2 or 3 more rock bands out there that today they changed their image, but back then it was like, you wonder why a lot of people blow off Kurt Cobain. I mean, first of all, Kurt Cobain should speak for himself.
He did.
He did. Look, Kurt Cobain, I shouldn't have to come in and defend the genius of Kurt Cobain to anybody.
Nobody should.
But one of the things that, if you remember Kurt Cobain for nothing else, if you don't remember him for his music, for his lyrics, or just for, him coming in with the image that he had, just remember this one thing. That motherfucker just broke all that makeup shit already.
He did.
Just fuck this.
That motherfucker just crawled out of bed, picked up his guitar, and started making badass music. That's it. And that's all he ever wanted to do. That's all he had planned for the day. I'm going to wake up. I'm not going to shower. And I'm going to go fucking, every once in a while, maybe I'll put on a dress. Wait a minute. He wore a dress. Wait a minute. Oh, no.
Well, he wore it as a joke.
He was on 2 talk shows, I think, where he wore like a full-on
he wore like
dress.
A Martian outfit or something.
He wore a Martian outfit and he wore a prom dress. He still wore a dress, but anyway, besides that.
He still woke up. At least it wasn't makeup, though.
No, it wasn't.
The Grim Reaper of makeup showed up with some lip gloss and came up to Kurt Cobain, and Kurt Cobain said, "No."
I think I think he did wear red lipstick on.
God damn it! Nobody got out alive.
Never mind. Forget that story.
God damn it! And don't even let me talk. Oh, by the way, welcome. Let's do this. Everybody.
Yes, welcome to the show.
Don't even get me on brothers' haircuts back then. Back then, brothers had a block of cheese for hair.
They had the 2 towers on the guy.
They had fucking the 2 towers. The motherfuckers had fucking motorbike slopes on their head, all kind of shit.
Yeah, it looked like somebody had an accident in fucking barbershop. Yes. I'm like, oh, that's hip.
Back then, for some reason,
that's the shit.
Like cylinders and cubes were the stylish thing for a black haircut.
Yeah.
A high top, and that was the flat top at the top that was like like cut evenly, like it was a fucking plateau at the top.
Oh yeah, and the fucking fades on the side of the head, like everything had to be like a fade, like just fade around. And I've always wondered, like, these older black guys who are in the barbershop doing this shit, I'm always wondering if, like, they're just looking like, God damn it, boy.
Oh, you know what? Even Tupac didn't get away from that shit.
Oh, yeah, Tupac.
Everybody remembers Pac. Everybody remembers Tupac. Everybody remembers Tupac as being hard. Tupac was a backup dancer.
That's right.
Digital Underground.
Right. He was, yeah. That's how he started. Yeah, Digital Underground. He was a backup dancer.
He wore those bright ass clothes, and I think if you look closely, there's a little bit of eyeliner on.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. It's like standard issue. You dance with us, you're dressing up like MC Hammer.
Oh yeah. Shit.
You got them hammer pants? Check. Are they bright? Check. Because the camera needs to see you. They need to know you're our dancers. Check.
God damn.
Eyeliner? Check.
Yeah. And shit. I think Prince was the Grim Reaper of fucking makeup.
Yeah, he was.
Prince back in the 80s. I mean, Prince was getting all kind of ass from people. That brother walk out not only with like eyeliner on, but he wore just full on lipstick. Motherfucker had one eye covered up by like long hair.
Yeah, he was a Batman villain. I mean, he really was. Yeah,
that motherfucker walk out. He'd even like be carrying a flower and shit.
They didn't call him Prince in the Revolution for nothing. He started that shit.
The revolution.
Yeah, he started the whole makeup gay revolution.
The gay revolution, boy.
Or ambiguous revolution.
Yeah, he's like, you can get. God bless him, because he was like, look, you can dress gay and still get pussy.
Dude, I mean, and that's the thing that always baffled me. It's like, being into the metal I was like really hardcore into thrash metal, but I knew at the same time, you know what? Even though I'm into this metal, I ain't gonna get no pussy. Because there ain't no chick listening to this crazy shit that I'm listening to.
Chicks were running from that shit.
All the fucking chicks are taking off their tops for those guys on stage who are dressing up as women.
Yes.
I mean, and believe me, I was in Bizarro World, but I just had to give up that dream. I'm like, all right, just expect no pussy.
Oh, don't. No.
I gotta appreciate my music and just appreciate it. Hopefully, somebody will like that.
Everybody was doing
No.
it. Look up bands. Today, R&B bands are the smooth guys that are showing their chest and shit.
Yeah.
If they had been, that's kind of, that's a little metrosexual anyway. But
It is, yeah.
Like let's take Usher. If Usher had been performing back in the 80s, now, poor Michael Jackson, he just got him and mangled his fucking face.
They did.
The king of pop, that makeup, that shit just burned his fucking face.
Oh.
But if you had got Usher would have been in eyeliner and lip gloss. Take some R&B bands back in the day. I don't know, fucking Shalimar or something. I don't know. All kind of guys who were supposed to be sexy were wearing that shit back in the day. In the 80s, nobody got out of that shit. I mean, I was looking at some shit on what you call it, Access, like 80s stuff. I was looking at cable access, and they were showing shows back in the 80s, and they showed this guy doing a big interview show in front of a club. And I can't tell you how many of these fucking new wave guys came in there wearing those fucking crazy flock of seagulls haircuts.
Yeah.
All that makeup on and shit. And these are fucking straight guys, man. Just walking around looking like chicks.
And the thing is, at that time, it seemed like everyone was really like interested and excited about the future, about where we were going. Because everyone in those fucking 80s videos, like those new wave videos, I swear to God, everyone was preparing for Blade Runner or something. It's like, this is the future. We got fucking like, where are you even gonna make lights like that look like lasers? Like, everything looked like it's fucking the set of Blade Runner.
It did, man.
And you were like pumped about the future. Like, I was like, wow, this is the future. And now you look at it and you're like, oh no, that's just the 80s bullshit.
No, thank God that shit is the past.
Yeah, that is like
way
in the past. I know.
When we were talking about cereals on, I mean, even the poor kids, they got the children, man.
Yeah.
It was like a plague, a plague of bright colors and makeup back then. I was looking at some shows from back then. Like there was a show called Kids Incorporated.
Oh, I remember that.
Motherfuckers wearing. I ain't never seen people wear orange overalls before, and that shit just it blended. It looked like fucking. It did. It looked like a fucking clown just ejaculated all over these sets.
A Rainbow took a shit on everybody.
Rainbow. I mean, they were teaching kids that shit.
Yeah, they were.
They were Rainbow Bright.
Yeah, Rainbow Bright. Yeah, but you know what?
That's Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's Cube.
Nothing but
all
colors.
That shit. Exactly. Cubert.
All
that shit.
Fuck Pac. I was looking at somebody we were talking about the cereals from back in the 80s. Somebody put up a cereal for Pac-Man cereal.
Oh yeah,
and they had kids in there, and those poor kids dressed up in like just fluorescent, fucking orange, blue, green.
Fluorescent was like the big thing in the 80s,
It was.
Especially with the fat. I don't know if you remember the fat shoelaces. The fat laces.
Again,
where you would go to the
man.
store. Yeah, you go to the store. You go to Spencer's Gifts. Because that was the shit back then. That was like the new store. That was like the hot topics of the 80s. You go to Spencer's Gifts. That was the first place where kids can go in and get their ears pierced if they want to, with that fucking piercing gun. But you go in there, you'd see like a display racks of those fat shoelaces, or you put that shit on your Adidas or your British Knights. Your British Knights, your Kappa shoes,
your K-Swiss,
yeah. Reeboks,
hey, your Nikes,
yeah.
And no matter it didn't even matter what brand of shoe you got because it was white.
Yeah.
Now today people get white shoes, either get white laces or they take the laces out. But back then, back in the urban back then, whether you were in the ghetto, the hood, the inner city, you live next to the ghetto, whatever you want to call it. The hardest brothers had fluorescent fat laces, fluorescent laces, orange.
Yeah, orange.
Green.
They had green. That's what I always remember. I had a pair of those green just to have them. Those green laces. It was like green and black. Usually it was like green and black, fluorescent orange and black, or yellow and black. But wow, yeah, and the way you put those laces on to where you wouldn't crisscross them, you'd make it so each lace was going across the shoe. So that shit was fat. You could see it. I mean, cars could see that shit.
Oh hell yeah!
Man, that was the
addicted
shit.
to those fucking laces, man.
I'm surprised nobody's out of everything that's come back. I'm surprised those haven't come back yet. Honestly,
I'm surprised they haven't either.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder: did a fucking meteor land somewhere? that was just a meteor full of bright colors.
Yeah.
And the first guy that touched it, all of a sudden, just his clothes just turned fluorescent, like
yeah, no shit.
blue, orange, yellow, green. And then the next person he touched, all of a sudden it was an epidemic.
It was
fucking bright colors. What clown from another planet came down and like infested this planet with all these fucking bright colors? It made me think of that movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh yeah.
But instead of killer clowns eating people and storing them for food, it was clowns. You should look up this movie, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's about clowns. Again,
great film.
Even our alien attacks in movies couldn't. We didn't have like the green, slimy, crazy, highly advanced technological aliens that came down. No, we were so into colors that we even had a movie about aliens from another planet who were clowns.
Yeah,
why? Because they had bright colors on them.
Exactly. Who would wrap people up in cotton candy just so they can so they can fucking dissolve them into into juice.
Yeah.
into like icy fruit punch.
Into Otter Pops.
Yeah, there you go. What a genius idea. I'm actually shocked nobody's tried to remake that fucking movie.
They should.
They really should. I mean, with the technology today, that's one of those movies where I'll excuse it. I'm like, because you can't fuck up that premise. If you do, you're a fucking idiot. And you deserve to be burned at the stake.
No,
you cannot. That is a premise you cannot fuck up. But but the shoelaces, I always wonder, like, wow. You know how in history, we in school they teach us, this is the guy who invented the telephone. This is the guy who invented the car. Where's the guys who invented the fat shoelaces? That guy. I'm interested. I want to know how he came up with that concept, what he's doing now, and if he's still rich off all those fucking shoelaces.
Because you're right about
everyone that everyone was buying.
They weren't. You're right. They weren't skinny shoelaces. They were like extremely fat shoelaces. But notice now, one thing that I can say about hipsters today, they have hipsters. I will tell you this. A lot of people don't know this. Hipsters are the secret warriors against what happened in the 80s and early 90s. A lot of people don't know. They have retaliated and they're continuing the fight. They said never again.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s. A lot of people wore baggy clothes, like baggy jeans and baggy
everything,
baggy shirts, baggy overalls,
baggy hats.
now we see a little bit of that today with the sag of the people going on. That's a little bit of a leftover, I think. They haven't won the fight yet, but
I think that's more due to laziness than
and that is too. You want to get fucked in the ass or something? I don't know. That's what prisoners say. Hey, people wear them sagging jeans because they want to get raped. But,
I know that's like wearing a low top on. If you have a pair of big tits and you just wear a low top, because you're flashing your ass.
Yes, you flash your ass. I never get that shit either, but showing your skid marks and shit staying there. But the hipsters, they wear those skinny jeans because they say we have to fight what happened in. We're wearing the skinny jeans because we can never let it happen what happened in the 80s again. Hey, look, all those bright colors. A lot of hipsters today, they like to wear black, white, and earth tones and all that kind of shit. They're like, never again.
No, those bastards. I hate those fucks only because it's like, you know what? Only a certain. I mean, now you're excluding people from even wanting to be hipsters because you have to be that skinny to fit in those fucking Jordache jeans that you go to find at the thrift store that fit your fucking.
It's hard,
ass.
man.
I hate that shit.
Look, they're soldiers, all right, just like anybody else. They're fighting the fight.
Soldiers,
that color. Funny haircut, crazy new wave, gay makeup invasion we had. They're like, never again. All that dirty look, all the hair that's all greased over, all the big beards and all that kind of shit. They're like, that's the anti-glam look, man. I'm telling you. Respect this shit, man. They're warriors. They're fighters, okay?
Oh, my God. I fucking hate hipsters so much that those motherfuckers, I look at more of them. Instead of soldiers, I look at them like Oompa Loompas. They're just fucking clowns, right? They're ass clowns, running around. Yeah, it's like stop taking pictures with your your very first Nintendo handheld fucking game that you had. I hate that shit.
Hey, man, you look, you say that
your
now.
Nintendo Game Boy. All right, I get you. You kept that shit so you can come to the future and taunt me with it. Yeah, big deal. Get something with color, bitch.
They got it. Again, man. And God bless it's their sacrifice. It's that they're doing that for a reason. Every now and then they'll let a hipster like wear some shit from the 80s, or they'll get one of their girlfriends to dress up like Cyndi Lauper or something like that and go to a club. It's because they want you to despise that. They got to keep a reminder out there. You know that Game Boy shit was like relic of the 80s and the early 90s. Hey man, does this annoy you? Good. Let it annoy you.
Damn it, you're
so
right,
this cannot
Korey.
happen again.
You're right.
Soldiers, man.
The terrorists are winning. The terrorists are winning.
Not if we keep these hipsters in there though. They're fighting a good fight, man.
I know. I hate it because now I'm like, there's shit that I like to get. Like, I scotch taped this He-Man shirt to me today just so I can represent.
I know. Look
He-Man.
at you, man.
I got my fucking by the Power of Grayskull T-shirt, and now I'm like wondering, is somebody gonna look at me and go, "There's a hipster right there"?
Yes.
But then again, well, look at the rest of me though.
They ain't gonna look at the rest. All they gonna do is look at that shirt.
I ain't got no skinny jeans.
I can tell you, somebody who hates hipsters, 'cause they've done it with me. They like, look at that guy in that white V-neck over there. You know, I know they're looking at me saying, "Fucking black hipster, a blipster, blipster." But they're looking at you and they're like, no matter what you're wearing, and like, look at that little ball with that He-Man shirt on.
This guy taped to his head.
Even bowling balls are turning hipster today.
I'm like, fuck you. I love this. I own this shit. I
truly
live
love
this.
this.
This is the way of life. Don't fucking throw me in just because you see something from the 80s. You got to put it on, bitch.
Yeah, boy. And the ones that were affected the most were the ones that like can't let it go today. The goth people.
Oh,
they got them. The makeup got them motherfuckers so hard that they turned into the undead.
I know.
They turned to vampires.
I feel bad because they're kind of like forgotten now. It's like them, the emos. I remember when emos are having a hard time.
Oh
and
yeah.
Now it's all about the hipsters. They fucking
the
took over.
goths are still around.
Yeah.
You know
they're still, and they're little pockets of the world. They're like hiding out like fucking X-Men or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Again, the hipsters, man, they fought them off.
Yeah, they did.
They chased them back into like the underground. Into their caverns. It's
almost like you have to be successful too in order to be a hipster to afford all that dumb shit.
You do, man, because they charge too much for that shit.
They
now.
do. Yeah, it's fucking retarded, man.
But,
I'm like, does anybody? I thought the country was going through hard times. I mean, am I the dummy here? Have I not been reading the news? I mean,
well,
is unemployment still at a rampant high? Hello.
I mean, it's a lot of reason to get mad. They're exclusive, but they're just trying to protect you.
I
mean, they've ranged up the price of like cool clothes, but a lot of those clothes are like retro clothes, and they're like saying, "Hey, look, the price of this is high because we don't want you to buy this shit. Let us keep it in our ranks.
Let it keep.
Let us, and let us wear this so you can hate it.
Oh,
but
God.
we can. This cannot happen again.
I just need to throw a fucking trash can in through one of those hipster shops and fucking just light the place on fire, man. I got to end this shit. In blaze of glory.
I mean, the moment that shit infected the hood, I knew.
No.
This shit is alien.
That shit is like a virus, dude.
It is a virus.
It is another. It's like fucking Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Like wherever you run, especially in Austin, wherever you run, you cannot get away, and you're like, no. Have a hipster dog running the towards us. Yeah. Last week.
Shit.